Hello guys, welcome back to another new quick Flutter tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to design and make a simple onboarding screen for your Flutter application. This is the Flutter onboarding screen we are going to be designing. So without further ado, let's dive into the code and see how to implement this. So as you can see, I've created the new fresh Flutter project. Let's run it and see. Okay, so let's start by we're going to be creating a folder called assets. Inside assets, you're going to add in another folder called images. So it means you'll be having images according to your application. As you can see, these are the images I'm going to be using. I'll leave the link under the description where you can go and get these animated GIFs for your Flutter application. Next, you're going to create a file here, call it onboarding. You're going to create a stateful widget. After creating the onboarding file, and we come in here, onboarding screen. Okay, as you can see now, we're on our onboarding page. So we're going to turn this into the onboarding screen. Okay, we'll start by page controller. Initialize an integer of the page index. Raise it to 0. After that, on init state, initialize our page controller. Then on dispose. Okay. We'll use the safe area widget. Take care of the status bar. Padding. I'll be using a column. Expanded widget. Then we call our page viewer. Inside the page viewer. So here, before going further, let's create a static list that will be holding the image link and the title and the description of our onboarding pages. Just create this outside here. This class will be taking in a string for image, and then a title, type string, and a description. Initialize them. All these will be required. Okay, now we can come and create that list. Now we'll be referencing our images. Now for the first image, that will be img onboarding 1 .gif. Okay, after creating this data, we'll come back to our page viewer and we complete it. So we have to use page viewer.builder since we are going to be dynamically building the page viewer. item builder. Start with the item count. Should be the data dot length. Next will be the controller, which will initialize there for the page controller. Next will be the on change page, stating the index. Set the state at that point, or by page index will be equal to the new index that comes in here. Next will be the item builder. Now the item builder will take in text in the context and the index. Should be the onboarding content. We are going to create this as a widget. And here we'll be interested in having the image, title, the description, all required. Okay, so we are going to build a page controller content. So it will be returning a column. Before we continue this, let's first reference this and make sure we have everything here passed to the onboarding content. So we'll be picking the data at index that and pick the image. Then in the data at index, we pick the title. In data at index, we pick the description and pass it to the onboarding content widget. We're picking images from our assets folder. Then the height, let's use 250.0. After the image, you'll need another spacer. Save this and we see, as you can see, our image is showing. As you can see, images are now showing. So let's proceed and put the title, theme, title context, text theme. It's done. So that you can see our title is there. So after this, we'll put a small space to separate the title and the description. So for that, we are going to be using sized boxed widget, and we'll give it height of 16.0. Next will be our text description. Start here. Okay, as you can see, our page viewer is coming up. We can increase on the description. Let's use body large. How that comes up. Then we can also increase on the fonts here. Say copy width, font weight. Just increase on the weight of the title. make it bold, which is nullable. So this is our onboarding content widget. As you can see, it's coming up nicely. So now we need to build the indicator that shows that the index of the page viewer we are at, and then also a button that proceeds to the login page or any other page that you'll be using in your Flutter app. Okay, after that, since we have our content, now we need to build the indicator. Okay, come back here. So our indicator will be here, and then the button will be on the right, indicator on the left at the bottom of our onboarding page. So means after the page viewer, which is expanded, down here we need to create a row. Using the row widget, we'll put in children. The first widget will be, we're going to use a list builder, so that will build to generate. So will be helping us to generate length, padding, on the right, let's be 8.0. Okay, inside our padding widget, we'll be having the child widget as a container. For now, without wasting time, let's just create a separate stateless widget and we call it indicator. Come down here and create indicator widget. Stateless widget, call it indicator. So it will be taking in a boolean. Is active. This boolean will be helping us to know whether our indicator is the one that is currently active or currently showing in our page viewer. Okay, saying it's going to remove one of the initialization. Okay, so our indicator will be an animated container. Animated container with the duration of milliseconds 300. Okay, after that we'll be having the height as 10. Then the width, for the width you're going to be using the active. If our indicator is active, the width is going to be 30, and if it's not active, we take it down to 12. Okay, then the decoration is good. Box decoration, color, color. So when our active indicator is active, we are going to be using primary color. Say color as dot blue. That is if the indicator is active, and when if the indicator is not active, you are going to be using colors dot blue but with opacity, so that we show that this is active and the other one is not active. So we pass in the opacity of 0.4, and thus yes. Next we need the border radius. All the edges, make them circular. Let's use total percent. As you can see, our indicators are here, and they are 3 because we have 3 page viewers here. So now we need to make the active indicator tracking the active page viewer. So if you are at page 3, the indicator 3 should be having the color blue, the active color blue, and also having a width of 30. So to implement this, you're going to go back to our page viewer widget, and then you're going to say is active boolean, which is needed by the indicator, so will be equal to the index. If the index is equal to the current page index, let's save this and see how it works. As you can see, now this means we are on the page viewer page 2. So when you scroll back to page 1, as you can see, the first indicator increases on the width and also changes the color to color blue, hence also having a smooth transition because we use the animated container, kind of gives us that animation smooth transition. This looks to be working fine. And then we add a sized box, height 60 and width 60. Then the child will be the elevated button. You can style your own button the way you want, but for me, for this tutorial, I'm going to be just using the default material design button styles. Elevated shape, circular, so that we make it a circular border. Now we need to implement the action, the on press action for the elevated button. This will be pushing to the new page, which would be a login page or a sign up page for your application. You need to make sure the page index is equal to the last page index. That's when we can move to the login screen. So we can come here and say, okay, go to this. So when the page is not yet the last page, you can do that. So save this. So if the button is clicked and the current page is not equal to index 3, we move the page controller to the next index until we reach the last index, which is index 3. Then we can push to the new login screen means all the onboarding screen pages have been seen and viewed by the user. So let's rerun the project afresh again, and then we see. So as you can see, it starts with the first index in the page viewer with the title, the animated GIF, and the description. When you press here, it moves to the next one, and when you press, it goes to the last one, and then we press. Okay, there's a bit of a bug there, so let's try to fix that. Okay, as expected. Okay, the reason why it's behaving like that, we have 3 items in our list. So means here when you're tracking the index in the button, we'll down put it back to the 2, and then try again. As you can see, that works. So let's kind of like scaffold. So now that goes to our login page. So we can come back. For us to maintain the 3 that we had here, we need to increase on the page contents in our page viewer. So we can copy that since we have more than 3 images in our assets, so we can use the last image as list image 4, and then we update this, refresh the application. As you can see now, here we have 4 page indicators, means we have 4 page viewers. So let's click next, the next one, the last one, the one we just added, and finally our app goes to a sign up page. So guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, because that's the only thing that fuels the algorithm, and it's the only way you can support me, the only easiest way and free way you can support our channel. Please subscribe, like, share in this video. So see you next time in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.